Let me just be real. I'm not going to be pretending that I know everything in regards to how people think, how people perceive their leaders. Because I want people, especially those who are much older than the usual voters, I want them to think so critically of both sides instead of just solely relying on one candidate simply because they are old and they don't want to deal with things. Putting religion and idolatry as your only basis of actually supporting someone just because they are in line with your beliefs should never be your only means of supporting someone. Look, idolatry by itself is already a sin in Christianity standards, in religious standards. Now, I'm no practicing part of the clergy, but I believe it is really just common practice if you actually know what your leader or your idol actually says, instead of just blindly taking their word for it. You can support someone freely, as you should, considering there is political stake even for you as a voter, even for anyone as a voter. You can do those things. Whether you're in the Philippines or in the United States, if you are a voter, instead of just being one-sided with your political leader or favorite person at all in power, instead of being invested with your support of that same person, maybe start being critical, engage more. Instead of being lazy and just sticking to the same story, you might actually be someone who might be supporting via monetary value. You stand to lose a lot if you begin to see your idol actually do things that you do not like, and at the same time, it results into making policy that you are against because it devalues what your stance is. Now, if your idol actually does this repetitively to the point that he becomes something you do not recognize, don't be surprised that when it comes to actually endangering your health, your safety, that the same idol that you're actually supporting wouldn't come and help you or would just forget about you. Being a smart thinker is better than being a blind follower and showing hypocrisy in your beliefs and showing holes in what you understand. Voters, as much as I'd like to actually leave you alone, I need to really just give you advice. Be supportive. Do that, and the political figure or idol would actually go a long way, but also be a skeptic. Be an absolute skeptic to make absolutely sure that your political leader or idol either stays in line or understand why or have them understand why your points matter. Because as a constituent, you have the power to steer society where you need it to be. You at least have that power. Don't be lazy about it. Because being lazy with your idolatry, it never helps society as a whole. So, TLDR, support your persons, vote for them, give them your word that you are with them, understand context of their policies, and allow yourself to be skeptic. Being critical and being a skeptic might be out of order, or might be out of order for some people, but it allows you to be more human, to understand them and put them in a positive or negative light. That's how it should really work. You don't just give them your unwavering support just like that. If you do that more often, then you're probably disconnected from reality at some point. And for that, I actually feel sorry for you.